Ready or Not has an incredible modding scene, and every day new mods are uploaded and new content is brought to players while we patiently wait for the official updates. Not too long ago, the developer Void Interactive hosted a mapping contest, challenging the modders to create awesome maps for the community. After checking out the winners that were announced, I wanted to bring attention to some of the great Ready or Not maps that are available, including the winner of the contest. My name is Seb, and this is 5 of the best maps you can play in Ready or Not. Sanctums Deceit is actually a sequel to another map called Lustful Remorse. It features a pre-planning screen with extra locations that are deployable, an amazing scripted helicopter scene, and many clever Easter eggs. Sanctums Deceit takes mapping in Ready or Not to a new level, pun intended. It even has its own briefing video in the planning phase. The video takes you to YouTube where you can get a better understanding of the story so far. In the pre-planning, players has access to different entry points and support assets. There is a floor plan detailing at least 2 of the main floors of the villa. Support assets will allow the ability to have a roof entry for 2 of your players, closing and shutting window blinds, and tampering with the garage door for an alternate entry into the villa. Suspects and civilians can take use of the cover system that you have in the vanilla Ready or Not experience, and gunfights will encourage suspects to hide around corners and walls along with the blind fire behavior. Another clever addition can be accessed through the roof. There you can find 4 vents that will allow tactical grenades to be deployed to different areas inside of the villa. The map even has specific objectives beyond the regular bring order to chaos and rescue all civilians. And once inside the map, you will experience that all of the shutters can be manually operated using the touchscreens located around the map to open or close different shutters. The level design has incorporated the potential for multi-floor gunfights, so always make sure what's above or below you. Now, Sanctums Deceit is truly a masterclass in map modding and sets a new golden standard. Definitely a worthy first place winner in the official contest, and a map I strongly recommend that you try out. The next entry is a CQB Training Map. A CQB training area, or commonly referred to as a kill house, offers numerous benefits to players seeking to enhance their skills in close quarters combat scenarios. Now, this map facilitates training in a mock-up environment and provides a controlled condition for tactical training or weapon testing. One benefit of having a dedicated map to this is drastically increasing the game's performance. A kill house also allows players to practice and refine their techniques for room clearing, hostage rescue, and other operations you might find in Ready or Not. You can toggle between spawning NPCs or not, and the NPC spawns are random. There are civilians as well to look out for, making it a bit more dynamic and unpredictable each time you play. Now, the benefit of turning them on or off is that you can bring some friends and train fundamentals if you so desire. There's also a shooting range available on the outside, and inside of the house there's also a catwalk where people can go and observe. All in all, the CQB Training Map is a much better addition to this than what you will find in the vanilla player lobby. So it's something that I recommend you try, bring a few friends and do a few drills. This next map is called Hot Coffee, and it does something unique in that it offers the player 2 different scenarios to play. The first one is a raid, and the other one is a hostage rescue. So the same setting, but the scenarios play out very differently. This also leads to sort of a chunky file size, but in my opinion it's totally worth it. Both scenarios play out on the same map as mentioned, but there are many different routes you can take to your target. It's a map that at first seemed kind of small, but in reality it's quite big because of all of the entrable areas and the tunnels and subway leading underground. What I did notice very much on this map is the sight difference between inside and outside of buildings, and it's very noticeable. It is hard looking into a cafe from the outside because of the light difference, and this adds a touch of realism and adds to the challenge of raiding a target building from outside. Both maps will show as barricaded suspect situations due to modding limitations, but overall, Hot Coffee is a map worth taking your time into, and it has really good replay value, and it's a map I strongly recommend you try. SWAT is responding to the old Wenderley Psych hospital, where reports indicate a group of drug dealers have opened fire on charity workers trying to help the homeless who have taken up residence in the old and abandoned Psych hospital. Old Wenderley is probably the smallest map on this list, but it succeeds in creating the immersion you would want from a map like this. The hallways are narrow, the gunfights are challenging, and it's dark and it's creepy. It's the kind of map that requires you to bring along NPCs and white lights. This map reminds me of SWAT 4, and it's totally something that would fit inside of that universe. My only complaint is that I just wish it was a little bit bigger. Other than that, Old Wenderley is a great map. Now get in there and stop the barricaded suspects. Finishing off the list is the Olympus Theater. As the title reads, this map is centered in and around an old and dirty movie theater. This map took an unofficial 4th place in the mapping contest. Olympus Theater offers a dynamic environment, and it features random AI spawning, custom doors and more. Inside the theater, there's also an arcade room, and the creator Vegriv claims he made more than 90% of the models in the map with Blender, and I think personally it looks pretty good. The setting is really fitting for a classic SWAT mission, and especially the opening scenario is impressive with the crowd running out of the theater and the gunfire coming from inside. The only slight downside, personally for me, is that the spaces can sometimes feel too large and unoccupied for a movie theater. Or maybe it's just how they make movie theaters in America, I really don't know. But check out the Olympus Theater when you have a chance. This concludes my list of some of the best maps you can get for Ready or Not. Maybe I missed some of your personal favorites. Let me know in the comments and we can check them out in the next video. All the mods can be found in the description down below. Now please consider subscribing to my channel, leaving a like on the video, and until next time, stay safe.